Part 1 of designing my niece's prom dress. Listen, prom isn't until May, but I had to go ahead and get an early start on this. I had to take all of her measurements. I had to ask a million questions. You don't plan on losing weight, gaining weight? What kind of shoes you wearing? Her fabric came in an hour before she arrived. So yeah, it was a surprise for us both. I'm looking at the different patterns. I'm putting together an amazing dress. I'm looking up prices for lining and additional things that I'm going to need for this gown. And follow me on my journey. Part 2 of designing my niece's prom dress. Listen, y'all, I was too comfortable, but let's get this content. Today, we are using a material called muslin. This material is really good for draping and just really good for creating a mock-up of whatever it is that you're designing. Listen, her material for this gown is very expensive. So before you just start cutting into it, you want to make sure it is going to fit properly. This will save you a lot of time, a lot of frustration, and a lot of money. I am double checking her measurements in case I needed any adjustments. I'm cutting out the pattern pieces. As you can see, I am using a store-bought pattern. I don't shy away from those, even though I know how to make my own patterns. I am now measuring my mannequin because it's really good for you to have a mannequin the same size or close to the same size as your client. I am now sewing the pattern pieces together, creating a mock-up to put back on the mannequin and see how it's going to fit her. Y'all, look at how pretty that fits. A few adjustments to the back, but let's go.
I saw you in my dreams.
Part 3 of designing my niece's prom dress. Whoop, there it is. We got right on up in there. Y'all, she looks so pretty. Oh my gosh. And if she looks this good in the muslin, imagine the actual fabric. As you can see, it's not attached. It's because I knew I needed to make adjustments to the top as well as the bottom. As far as the sleeves, I gave her 2 different options. And I had to just keep reminding her, look, baby, it is custom. We could do whatever it is that we want to do with this gown, okay? I made a few corrections to the corset. You want to make sure that it's really secure and it supports your bust really well. I did freehand the sleeves, so I'm making a few marks there, but for the most part, they are really simple. I'm turning the skirt inside out. Little pro tip, guys, this is how you do alterations from the inside of the garment. It is because this is where all of the seams are. So this is where you take them out and you let them in, okay? I revisited her measurements about 1,000,000 times. She's so tall. Now, I have to point this out. I know you see the bends in the back. I know you noticed in my last few videos that I have nothing hanging on the walls. You see that fresh paint. It is because simultaneously we are also remodeling our house, and I'm actually getting my carpet replaced in the next few days. So I'm going to be packing everything up soon. So I wanted to get as much of this done as possible. I'm working on the very bottom skirt. It is going to be mostly tulle. I'm making the alterations because you want this to fit like a puzzle piece. Here is my checklist because I want to remember everything that I need to do to this gown when I get back in my design room. Let's go. I'm excited. Part 4 of designing my niece's prom dress. This is the final fitting in the muslin. And after today, I have 2 words: the prize. Look at how gorgeous she looks in this. We have a minor adjustment to make to the bust. I did not add the sleeves for this fitting, and you can't see the full flare because the bottom was just pinned on. The second part of our meetup today was at the fabric store. Look at me in full-fledged teacher mode. We brought a little swatch of her main fabric to put it up to other colors to see what we want her lining and her tulle color to be. It is truly a custom experience. A lot of work goes into this, and look at us being extra. She about to kill this prom. Let's Part 5 of designing my niece's prom dress. And listen, today I put in that work. The time is now 3:37 a.m. I worked off and on for hours today. I wanted to start with the very bottom of the skirt. I tried to give y'all a little visual right here. The thing is, for this look to be stand out and fluffy, you need a lot of tulle. Today, it just was not the best use of my time, so I'm going to do this another day. I moved on to the bodice of the dress. As y'all saw in previous videos, I did the entire dress in muslin for a lot of different reasons. I did the alterations. I made sure the fit was good. And now I have to take it completely apart. This is me just honoring my craftsmanship. Here's the dress completely deconstructed. You see, there's a lot of moving pieces here. So now what I'm doing is transferring those patterns to the lining of the dress. Yes, we're cutting into the lining today, y'all. The thing about working with lining is this. You have to make your garment twice. So yes, I'm making a garment twice. First is the lining. That's the inner layer of the garment. And then you have the actual fabric. So here I am sewing and serging all of my pieces. This is what the corset looks like. Now I have to move on to the skirt. I had to lay all of those pieces the exact same and do the same thing. Cut out my lining, put it together. And here it is together, guys. Things I don't like about lining is super slick, super slippery, super hard to work with. And as you can see, it's not that photogenic, but y'all, the lining is together. Part 6 of designing my niece's prom dress. Let's get back into it. So, hey y'all, fabric reveal. Look at this gorgeous fabric. It is sequins and embroidered. Very, very expensive. But as you can see, there's a lot of different details. I was trying to show you different sections of it. And here's the thing. With having a lot of detail like that, you can cut from anywhere. You can really make this thing creative and unique and custom. That's one of the things that I love about custom clothing. You see me flipping my fabric different ways, seeing what will look best for the corset, what will look best for the skirt and the side panels. So this will take a lot of thinking. I'm not going to lie. It kind of gave me a little bit of anxiety. So I'm really going to need time to just sit down and think and focus and see what I want to put where. Of course, I can put my pattern underneath the fabric since it has the sheer parts. But the problem with that is with the muslin being off-white, it looks totally different than the fabric being up against the pink. You may have a moment where you're like, what the heck is going on? So I moved on to the tulle, okay? That skirt that's going to be at the very bottom. As I told y'all, you need a lot of tulle. I had to cut this pattern over and over and over again till I ran through all of my tulle. So that's what you see right here. Then I have to put that all together. So I'm grabbing all of the layers with this A-line skirt. And when you use tulle, you want to make sure you do a layer of lining. Otherwise, the tulle will be very, very hot. Look at this, y'all. She's going to look so gorgeous. Let's sew. Designing my niece's prom dress. Update. So listen, Micah came over today for a fitting and we got to talk a little bit more. And she said, you are not going to reveal this dress on social media before prom. And ladies, y'all know how that is. I couldn't do nothing but respect it. So the countdown is on. I did, however, get to reveal the dress to her today. She had no idea I was about 95% done with the dress. So y'all look at this smile. Like she was looking at it on the mannequin and I got to see all of those pretty white straight teeth. Do you see that little blush right there? I loved her reaction. Y'all, we tried it on and it fits so good. Very minor alterations and I'll be done probably over the next week or so. In the meantime, I will still be sewing. I have some other projects going on and some upcoming events. Don't forget about the Anjanelle Online Sewing University where I have online sewing lessons. And guys, I really want to reel you in on these next few series. I'm going to get your opinions on fabrics. I'm going to sprinkle in some pattern making, maybe some draping, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So the countdown is on for this dress. We have some teasers coming. Mark your calendar for May 20th. And thank y'all so much for almost 2 million views throughout this series.
So we're about to get Michael's reaction to the dress, but y'all can't see it. You can only see her. Get at the edge of your seats, because Angie and Anjanelle killed this dress. Just for y'all to know. I mean, on a whole nother level.
Okay. Ready? Stay right here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's cute. The bottom isn't attached. Well, you can tell.
Oh yeah,
But-
I bet. So pretty.
I'm so excited for you. Yes.
Is that fire what?
That's a good reaction.